Welcome to the Advanced Tool Health and Life Coach certification. Today we're discussing nutrition and nutraceutical coaching modules, more specifically about the foundations of nutritional science. Introduction. Nutrition is the cornerstones of health and well-being. A life and health coach must possess a thorough understanding of the science behind nutrition to guide clients to healthier lifestyles. The field of nutrition science isn't about eating the right foods, it also dives deep into how our bodies break down nutrients, absorb them, and use them for energy, growth, and repair. It bridges the biochemistry, physiology, and practical application, making it an essential discipline for coaches who aim to empower clients to thrive. Understanding the foundations of nutrition science and having a deep exploration of macronutrients, which are your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and the micronutrients, which are the vitamins and minerals, their biomechanical role, and how they interact in the human body. Getting to know the advanced tools and techniques such as nutrient absorption pathways, metabolic analysis, and energy balance calculators, and understanding how the practical client applications work, how to design the tailored diet plans based on the unique individual requirements, whether it could be for weight management, improved metabolic function, or addressing specific health concerns, are very important skills for coaches that need to be worked on. To truly maximize the client outcomes, it is essential to go beyond surface level nutritional advice and explore the science processes governing digestion, metabolism, and nutrient bioavailability. Equipped with this knowledge, coaches can provide their clients with evidence-based, personalized strategies that align with their health and lifestyle goals. Let's get started with some key points. The biochemistry of macronutrients. Carbohydrates. Function. Carbohydrates are the body's main energy source as they break down the glucose to fuel the cells, tissues, and organs. There are two types, which are simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple are found in fruits and processed foods and are quickly digested. Complex are found in whole grains and vegetables, and they have longer chains of glucose molecules, offering slower digestion and sustained energy. The biochemical pathway. Carbs are converted to energy through glycolysis, where the glucose is broken down to produce ATP, which is also adenosine triphosphate. Excess glucose is then stored as glycogen, which could be in the muscles or the liver, or as fat if not used. Example, a marathon training client would benefit from meals rich in complex carbs to maintain the energy levels and endurance. Proteins. They are essential for tissue repair, muscle growth, immune function, and enzyme production. They are made of amino acids, including 9 essential ones that must have to come from food. Proteins are broken down into amino acids for absorption, and these excess amino acids, if not digested, can be converted into glucose or ketones for energy. Sources could be meat, eggs, dairy, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Example, a client recovering from surgery will need a more higher protein intake for tissue regeneration. Fats. Fats acts as an energy reserve, supports the brain function and protects the organs, and assist in absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Types. We have unsaturated, example avocados, and they support heart health. We have saturated ones, example meat and dairy, essential in moderation but harmful in excess. Trans fats are processed foods which are linked to chronic diseases and should be avoided. Biochemical pathway. Fats are broken down to fatty acids and glycerol used immediately or stored for energy. Example, a client following a ketogenic diet may rely on healthy fats to shift their body to use fat for energy by entering ketosis. The role of micronutrients. Vitamins. They regulate biochemical processes, support immunity, and maintain skin, vision, and bone health. Example, vitamin C boosts the immune system and aids in collagen synthesis, and vitamin D assists with calcium absorption, promoting strong bones. Minerals. Roles. Structural and regulatory functions, including nerve signaling, oxygen transport, and muscle contraction. Example, iron is an oxygen transporter via hemoglobin. Calcium is needed for strong bones and proper muscle function. Absorption and bioavailability. What impacts absorption? Nutrient form. Example, heme iron from animal products absorb more efficiently than the non-heme iron from plants. Pairing nutrients. Example, vitamin C boosts iron absorption. Example, a vegan client may need careful dietary planning to ensure sufficient iron by combining spinach with vitamin C rich peppers. 3. Digestive physiology and enzyme functions. Digestive enzymes. Key enzymes. Amylase is needed for carbohydrate digestion, proteases for protein breakdown, and lipase for fat digestion. Enzyme imbalances can impair your digestion, requiring tailored interventions. Example, for a client with low pancreatic enzyme levels, digestive enzyme supplements might improve the nutrient absorption. Gut health and microbiome. Gut bacteria influence the digestion, immunity, metabolism, and even mental health. Supporting a healthy gut flora includes probiotic-rich foods, example yogurt, fermented vegetables, and prebiotic fibers like asparagus and garlic. Example, a client experiencing bloating may benefit from incorporating fermented foods to restore the balance in gut bacteria. 4. The signs of hunger and satiety. Hunger and satiety hormones. Ghrelin triggers hunger, while leptin signals fullness. Blood sugar stability are influenced by meal composition and it will impact your hunger. Example, a diet high in protein and fiber can manage hunger hormones, reducing the cravings throughout the day. Coaching tip. Educate the clients on the benefits of balanced meals to manage hunger and satiety for healthy eating habits. 5. Micronutrient deficiencies and common health implications. Some common deficiencies include vitamin B12, especially for vegans, which lead to energy loss and nerve issues, and iron, which is more common in women to cause fatigue and anemia. Strategies is to address the deficiencies with practically and dietary advice or supplementations. Example, an older client with low stomach acid might need fortified B12 foods, example nutritional yeast. 6. Mental and emotional well-being through nutrition. Nutritional psychiatry. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish or flax seeds support your brain health and reduce depression. Complex carbs provide a steady state energy supply to prevent mood swings. Example, a client experiencing burnout could benefit from omega-3s and meal rich in whole grains and leafy greens. Blood sugar and mental clarity. Fluctuations in blood sugar often causes mood swings and brain fog. Support the clients in maintaining stable blood sugar by suggesting low glycemic meals. Nutrient timing and performance optimizations. Let's talk about pre and post-workout nutrition. Pre-workout carbs will support endurance and post-workout protein aids in muscle recovery. Example, you can encourage a post-workout snack like Greek yogurt with berries to rebuild the muscle and replenish the glycogen stores. Circadian rhythm and meal timings. Aligning the meals with natural rhythms. Example, larger breakfast for energy and lighter dinner to improve sleep. Example, you can recommend a protein-packed breakfast to support energy and focus throughout the day. 8. Behavioral science and habit formation. Habit formation. You can teach the clients to modify environments to encourage healthier habits. Example, stocking up their kitchen with whole foods. Some behavioral triggers include identifying emotional or environmental triggers for unhealthy eating, and tools like journaling or mindfulness to eating practices can help. Sustainable and ethical eating. Sustainable encourages plant or plant-focused diets for health and environmental stability. Example, a client interested in ethical eating will start replacing one animal-based meal per week with beans or lentils. Food waste reduction. You can suggest strategies like meal prep or repurposing leftovers to minimize the food waste. 10. Tailored diet plans for clients. Personalized plans. You should base the plans on individual needs, example, lifestyle, metabolism, and medical conditions. Example, a diabetic client benefits from a low glycemic diet paired with lean protein. Goal-specific adjustments, like for weight loss, for muscle gain, and monitoring progress. Example, a client plateauing in weight loss might need a recalibrated calorie deficit or closer portion control. By blending nutritional sciences with practical coaching strategies, life and health coaches can create impactful personalized plans to help the clients thrive. Example, succeeding as a coach requires skill and care in applying nutrition knowledges in a way that meets their needs. Here are some best practices that the coaches can follow. 1. Create tailored plans for individual needs. Every client's goals, body type, activity levels, and preferences are unique, so a one-size-fits-all approach often fails. Example, number 1 looks at a sedentary client looking to lose weight and might need a calorie deficit coupled with high-protein meals to preserve muscle. Example number 2, an athlete training daily could require higher carb intake to sustain the endurance and faster recovery times. 2. Assess and monitor progress regularly. Ongoing reviews can help you spot roadblocks and fine-tune the recommendations. Example, using wearables or apps to track the food logs and physical activity. If a weight loss client hits a plateau, analyze their intake and suggest recalibrations or increase physical activity. 3. Focus on behavioral change over time. Example, instead of suggesting a full diet overhaul, encourage progressive steps like replacing sugar drinks with water, then gradually adding more whole foods. 4. Teach nutritional literacy. Empowering clients with knowledge fosters independence. Explain how to read nutritional labels, identifying any hidden sugars, and prioritizing foods which are rich in fiber and protein. When clients understand the why behind the decision, they develop skills that they can apply at any point. 5. Support emotional and social connections linked. Eating isn't only about physical energy, it's deeply emotional and social. So you need to guide clients who have emotional eating by showing them how to journal or substitute their comfort with healthier options which have the same need. 6. Stay updated with scientific advances. Nutrition science is constantly evolving and coaches must stay informed to provide the best guidance. Example, learning about intermittent fasting protocols to better advise clients seeking that lifestyle. 7. Value cultural and lifestyle diversity. Cultural habits and lifestyle heavily influence your diet choices. Example, a vegetarian client might struggle to get adequate protein, and a client with family dietary traditions like a Mediterranean cuisine build off foods that they already enjoy while focusing on portion control. 8. Incorporating nutritional timing. The timing of the meals really impact your energy, recovery, and overall health. Example, you can teach the clients who struggle with mid-afternoon energy slumps to eat more balanced lunches and pair with healthy snacks. 9. Simplify meal planning for clients. Making nutrition easy encourages consistency. Example, creating a visual plate method showing portion sizes for protein, carbs, fats, and veggies. 10. Encourage hydration and its role in metabolism. Many individuals underestimate the hydration's effect on health. So, simple changes like these yield noticeable results. You can even use an example of showing how sipping water can improve digestion during meals and how dehydration contributes to cravings or fatigue. 11. Provide evidence-based recommendations. Ensure that every guideline stems from credible research. Example, educating the clients on the difference between processed sugars and natural sugars which are found in foods. 12. Practice empathy and active listening. Each client's background impacts the decision and challenges. Example, an older client who grew up eating processed foods will need more gradual changes. 13. Offer visual tools and resources. Example, using pie charts or color-coded menus to visually represent the macro distribution. 14. Establish accountability structures. Clients are more consistent with firm but fair check-ins. So make sure that you're keeping them accountable as it cultivates a sense of ownership in the clients. 15. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledging progress builds the client's confidence. Example, celebrating achieving hydration goals for 2 weeks or completing their first full week of meal prep. These practices combine expertise and practical coaching skills which are equipping you for lasting changes in your clients. Let's look at the summary tables. Have a look at the macronutrient overview where we look at the different macros, its functions, sources, pathway, and an example. Take a look at table number 2, which looks at the micronutrients and their roles. Have a look at the different macros, primary role, sources, absorption aids, and the client consideration. Take a look at table number 3, which looks at the advanced tools in nutrition science. Let's have a look at some tools, definition, application, examples, and the importance. Table number 4 looks at the tailored diet planning essentials like personalization factor, description, adjustment strategy, example, and the outcomes. And table number 5 looks at the nutritional bioavailability factors. Have a look at the different components, definition, how it absorbs the affection, how it absorbs and positively affects it, the negative factor, and some coaching insights. Now, have a look at the MCQ questions. Try to answer question number 1 and 2 without looking at the real answer. Try to answer question number 3 and 4 without looking at the answer. And finally, question number 5. Thank you.